Registrar was registrar where the parties served hearing notice. The parties were served hearing notice.
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Very sorry, sir. My case is for 11 a.m. The case of Simeon versus West Africa. I'm the counsel. I've been trying to. Simeon Ademola versus West African.
Yes, the case has been called. I'm on your case now.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just joining. I've been trying to send a message to the number that I was having difficulty joining. Okay. I'm very sorry for coming in late, sir.
Okay. Who are you? Appearance.
My name is, may you please call, sir? O.M. Adeniyi for the defendant. O.M. Adeniyi.
O.M. Adeniyi.
Yes, sir.
For defendants.
For defendants, sir. Yes.
All right. Yes, Mr. Adeniyi, the matter is for adoption of final address. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir. We are ready to proceed. Although I must mention, sir, yes, that we have filed our final address. Although we filed late, and we have also filed a motion dated 27th of June, 2023.
Yes.
regularize the final address. We have paid the default, and I believe the evidence of the payment is before the court, sir.
The final address, that application was taken on the 11th of October. It was taken, the process, the defendant's final address has already been regularized. On the 11th of October, Cyril Paul, Mrs. appeared for the defendant and moved that application. S.A. Oseni represented the claimant. So that application has been taken. Defendant's final address is regularized.
As the court pleases, in that case, anyway, we must mention that we have not been served with the final address from the other side, but as it is, it will appear that they are not interested in filing one in order to assist the court. If the court is minded to go on, we are ready to move our final address, sir, or to adopt our final address.
Let me proceed to adopt the final address.
As God pleases. My Lord, sir, we filed our final address, and it is dated 27th of June, 2023, sir. The final address, we formulated just one issue for your Lordship consideration. And our final address has copiously contained all the arguments we seek to present in support of the case of the defendant in this case, sir. We therefore adopt
Yes.
Yes, sir. We therefore adopt the said final address and pray the Honorable Court to dismiss the claimant's claim in this matter.
Yes, anything else?
That would be all, sir. That would be all, sir. We are very grateful, sir.
March 14, 2024 for judgment.
It's convenient, sir. We are very grateful, sir. March 14/3.
March 14, 2024.
We are very grateful. It's convenient.
The case is adjourned to March 14, 2024 for judgment, which will be virtual.
As God pleases, we are most grateful.
Hearing notice is to be issued and served on the claimant's counsel.
As God pleases, we are most grateful, sir. We wish my Lord happy New Year, sir, and a prosperous one, sir.
I wish you the same.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, registrar, call the next case.
One element of Nigeria Limited, two Standard Chartered Bank Nigeria Limited, three Central Bank of Nigeria.
Are the parties present? Any of the parties present? Appearances. Appearances.
My Lord.
Yes.
With due respect, my Lord, Chief Paul C. Obi. My Lord, I appear for the claimant, and with me is my learned friend Charles Mba Esquire. For the claimant, and my Lord, I can see that I think my client is online. Victor has the claimant. From the names of participants, his name is appearing there.
Okay, let me check the participants. What's his name is
Victor, my Lord.
Victor.
Thank you, my Lord. We appear for the claimant, my Lord.
Yes.
Yes. May it please this honorable court, O.R. Ojigoro, appearing for the second defendant, Standard Chartered Bank Nigeria Limited.
May it please the court. My name is Mercy Wodion. It's spelled as AIRIOHUODION. My Lord, with me is Olumuyiwa Bada for the third defendant.
Yes, any other appearance? Yes.
My Lord, if I may quickly,
We were not issued hearing notice, and I suspect that that is the case for the first defendant also. I can see that they are not in attendance. We only got to find out about this matter from the third defendant's counsel, who called to find out if we were filing a reply. That was the only way we found out about it. I'd even called the registrar that from your previous courts, who usually provides us the update, and she was also not aware that this matter was coming up. So
how can the registrar not be aware that the matter is coming up?
She said that it's the registrar in Abuja that would, they did not inform her in Lagos about it. So I suspect that that is also the case for the first defendants, that they were also not issued hearing notice.
Registrar, the hearing notice is issued to the parties. Because the hearing, yes, because it's a virtual hearing, the hearing notices would also be virtual. Yes, the hearing notices would also be virtual.
Yes, my lord, but we did receive any form of communication at all.
You are appearing for who?
For the second defendants.
But you are,
yes.
You said the third defendant informed you.
This morning, just this morning, she had called to find out if we had filed a reply, and I'd asked her for the next date, and that was what informed us that the matter was coming up today. That's the only notice, the only way we got wind of the matter.
Let me record you. It appears as if somebody is trying to announce appearance.
No, my lord, I was trying to respond to what my other friend said, that the registrar in Lagos was not aware of this.
Okay, Olumiyiwa Bada, how did you know the matter was coming up today?
Well, my lord, Olumiyiwa Bada is with me for the...
Sorry, that's an error. Yes, she's with you. So I should be asking Mercy Airorodion.
As the call pleases. I believe my boss received a message and then he forwarded same to me. But it was this morning I informed the counsel to the third defendant.
Yes. Chief
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, we received the hearing notices twice, actually. First, some time on Tuesday, and then we received it again the day before yesterday. It was sent twice. And when we received the first one, we also went to the court in Lagos to discuss with the registrar in Lagos to ensure that the processes filed after the case file had been transmitted to Abuja, we are all sent to Abuja. So I'll be surprised to hear that the registrar in Lagos is not aware of this matter coming up this morning. So we received the hearing notice, and I don't know whether the court's records will also show that the first defendants, who in any case have also filed their final written addresses, and their reply on points of law was duly served. But we were served, and we were served even 2 times.
You seem to have an application.
Yes, my lord. We have a house cleaning. I was waiting to sort out the issue of service of hearing, but we have an application dated 6th of December 2023 to extend time for us to file our final written address and to deem the one already filed as properly filed and served. We paid the penal fees, and the application, Lord, if the court grants us the indulgence, we'll be prepared to take the application to regularize.
Yes, there's also an application filed by the first defendant.
Yes, well, the application dated 30th November 2023.
Has not been taken. Yeah. That application has not been taken. It's for extension of time. While their reply address. So I don't. It appears as if all we will be able to do now will probably just be to take your application, because the application of the first defendant is pending, and I cannot. I can't. The hearing notice in respect of the virtual court list. It's not. It's not in the file here. So I will only be able to take, yes.
But my lord, because the first defendant has an application to regularize their reply on points of law, which they are not opposing, we will urge your lordship to deem that application as argued and granted, because, I mean, it does not harm anybody in any way that their own application, which they filed, to deem their final written address as properly filed, is deemed as granted. So we will urge your lordship to take the application as taken in their absence, because the rules of court allow that, so that their final written address could be deemed as having been properly filed before the court.
Well, that is all well said. But the point is that I have no proof before me that the first defendant was served. I have no proof that he was served with any hearing notice. I don't have the proof of the virtual court list, which should be in the file. It is not here. The first defendant is not here. The first defendant has an application to extend. So I think it would, I don't think it will be proper for the court to deem an application as argued. No, I wouldn't deem it as argued. And particularly because there's no proof of service. I will take your own application, but I will have to adjourn. Very briefly, give a very short adjournment.
As the court pleases.
Can come back and adopt the final address, because this thing is pending and I want it off my docket.
As the court pleases, but not being a 2016 case.
I want it off my docket. So I will take your application and I will give a short adjournment to come back for of final address, and to avoid any hiccups, I would ask that Paul Obi, you give an undertaking to ensure that the first defendant is aware, is served, so that we can proceed and I can close this matter.
As the court pleases, may not we give the undertaking to ensure that we will write the first defendant and we will copy the court also.
Yes, and I will also direct that hearing notices be served once again to the defendant only, because all the other parties are here. Only to the defendants.
Very grateful, my lord.
Electronically, yes.
We wish to state that we have not received any process from the first defendant. So we've not been served with their reply address, neither have we been served with the application in question. That's what I hope will be served before the next adjourned date. And we regard.
Yes, you say you have not. If you have not been served, please go and go to the registry in Lagos and go and sort that out. Go and sort it. Abuja, those processes were not filed. You know, this is a Lagos matter. This file was only transferred here for me to conclude the matter. Any process would have been filed in Lagos. So since you know that processes have been filed by the first defendant and you have not been served, please get in touch with the first defendant so that you can have you can be served with the processes, or perhaps they are lying down in the registry of the courts in Lagos.
As the court pleases, we'll take
the needful.
We'll do that, my lord.
Because I will not want to adjourn this matter again for adoption of final addresses.
My lord, our motion is dated 6th of December 2023 and brought pursuant to Order 57 Rule 4 of the rules of this court, and is seeking an order extending time within which the claimant can file his final written address, and for a deeming order to deem the one already filed as properly filed and served. The application, my lord, is supported by an affidavit of 6 paragraphs deposed to by Azubika Zipenwe. As the court pleases.
Objection to the application by other counsel.
As the court, my lord, I move in terms of the application.
Any objection?
No objection, my lord.
Order spread. Time is extended. The claimant's final address filed on 15th November 2023 is deemed to be properly filed and served. Are there any other pending applications by other counsel or any other issues you wish to raise at this time?
None, my lord.
None, my lord.
None from our side, my lord.
Just make sure that, let me make sure that all your processes, the claimant's final address is here. The second defendant's final address, when was it filed? I want to make sure that all the processes. Second defendant's final address.
It was filed on the 4th of October.
Huh? Third defendant's final address.
My lord, I thought the third defendant's final address was filed on the 6th of October 2023. We also have a reply address, a reply on point of law, which was filed on the 24th of November 2023, my lord.
Yes. The first defendant's address, is it one of the parties you said you had not been served? Is that Mercy?
Mercy Arewodion, my lord. We have been served with the first defendant's final address. We're referring to the reply address that has just been filed.
The reply address is not yet regularized anyway. Okay.
My lord, in view of the fact that the claimants has just regularized their final written address, I don't think the first defendant's reply will be irregular. I want to believe that it's time we start counting from today for them.
Yes, the time that begins to count from today. And so all the time begins to count from today.
As the court places. So I think that application may not even be relevant.
Exactly, my lord, exactly. If our own time is regularized till today, then the first defendant's reply brief should be deemed as filed today. So it becomes regular in the circumstances.
Yes, that is correct.
As well as our own reply, the third defendant's reply.
Let me see your reply. The first defendant's reply, that was filed on the 30th of November.
Yes, my lord.
First defendant's reply is filed 30th of November, and the third defendant's reply
was filed 24th of November.
Yes. The second defendant, are you filing a reply? Are
No,
you going to file a reply? You are not filing a reply.
No, my lord.
The replies on point of law filed by the first and third defendants are deemed to be properly filed and served.
As the court pleases.
I will give a short adjournment. As Olubi has said, you will get in touch with the first defendant.
As the court pleases.
Tuesday, January 16, for adoption. Is that convenient? Tuesday, January 16 for adoption, which will be in the afternoon at about 1:30 p.m.
Convenient, my lord.
Convenient.
And we are very grateful, my lord. And my lord, I assume it will be by virtual proceedings.
Virtual.
Thank you, my lord.
So the details will be sent to your emails.
As the court pleases.
In the absence of proof of service of hearing notice on counsel to the first defendants, the adoption of final addresses is adjourned. January 16, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. by Zoom. The details will be served on counsel. As agreed, right first defendant's counsel informing him of the adjourned date, as he has undertaken to do.
As the court pleases, we are very grateful, my lord, for the indulgence.
The court will rise.
What's the name of the judge?
Mr. Basiki, National Industrial Court.
Okay, I wish I had
Hello, Council. Hello, Registrar. Good day, sir. Yeah, A.R. Fatoki is my name. I represent the claimant in Simeon Okes versus Wahex matter. I was trying to reach you earlier. I participated in the matter just concluded by my lord before she rose. I had difficulty joining the proceedings due to some network issues. So, but I don't know what has happened to the matter. They've adjourned it for judgment. No problem. And let me just note, please,